I'm going to show you 5 tactics to get your 5 next real estate deals with simple follow-up tactics that require no cold calling, buying new leads, or expensive mailers. So let's dive right in. Tactic number 1 is curiosity emails. Now, over the years, I've worked with hundreds of real estate agents on the real estate marketing systems, and bad emails is a mistake that even top 50 teams in the country are making. Now, look, right now you probably already have a database of people in your CRM. You know, KV Core, Command, Follow-Up Boss, whatever you're using, and so on and so forth. So you feel like most agents, the people on your list are already getting monthly newsletter that's extremely generic. Now, if you've done this, you know that it does not work. So here's what I want you to do to get these conversations going on right now. So let's dive right in. So this is the email number 1 I want you to send with the subject line of area name market has changed. So here we want to add your market. If you are in Scottsdale, add Scottsdale. If you're in New York, add whatever New York market you're in. After this comes the body itself. You want to send something like, hey, first name, name here. Because the local real estate market has changed recently, I'm spending a lot of time this and next week on updating folks on what these changes mean to them. So these first couple lines, basically what you want to show them here is that you're not, again, just a robot, or you're not some generic spam email, right? You want to explain to people, hey, I'm going through this right now, we're going through this right now, and I'm spending doing this personally. This way it sounds very personal. And after this, you want to say, hey, who do you know who has thought of making a move in the next 6 months? I'd be happy to put together a custom home value report for free and send over a custom list of properties that might be perfect for them. Reply back and let me know. In addition to this email, at the bottom of this email, you can also add sent from iPhone. So this way it's going to feel very conversational, very natural email, something we found works really well as well. So as you can see, the point of this email, again, is to go to the opposite of what they're already getting from most real estate agents. So most real estate agents, they send very marketing-y, very updated or Canva-based pictures, things like that. It's like a massive marketing letter, right? Here the goal is to show that you're a real human being, real person, and you're really sending that one-on-one email and to them. And so when you send that one-on-one email, obviously they're much more likely to respond to that actual email. So again, get these conversations going. So let's go to email number 2. And with this, our subject line is going to be a question for you. Then we have the body. We're going to say, hey name, could you finish the sentence for me? If I could sell my home for insert value here, I would sell it before the end of the year. Hit reply on this email and let me know. So the goal behind this email is to get them to give them a price, already starting to think about, okay, if I got this price, right, that's what I would sell my home for. And as we sort of have that conversation going, we can take this basically to a property valuation, get them an updated home value. If you've already done a home value, maybe 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 12 months ago, maybe even a couple years ago, right, the market has changed. And so what we can do from here is we can update them on the home value, show them what they can realistically sell it for, and then from here, again, if they are okay with the price, turn that into a listing appointment, turn that into a listing. This also works really well if the market has gone up, right? Because the price they tell you, okay, if I would sell my house for $300,000, but now the market maybe has dragged the price to $400,000 of their actual home, well, that's great news for them. They're like, oh wow, I could sell my home for $400,000? That's awesome, let's get it sold. So this is email number 2. Works really well for listing leads, and also works really well when there's some sort of market change, either up or down, going on. Let's go to email number 3. With this email, our subject is going to be a recent discovery in area name. Again, you want to insert your local area to this area name, and after this we have the body. So hi first name, I hope you're doing really well. I recently discovered some data on property sales in area name that generally surprised me. Some homes are receiving offers above asking price within mere days of listing. Not sure if this is for you, but I'm happy to run you through a quick analysis of how much you could get for your home in today's market. Would that be something you'd be interested in? Reply back and let me know. Again, very similar email with as before. Our goal is to get the person engaged again in that home selling process, update them on the home value, and get the conversation going so we can close them in on a listing appointment if it makes sense to them at that point in time. By the way, if you want to have this document sent over for free, so you can just copy paste these emails right into your CRM, all you need to do is just comment link under this YouTube video. We'll send that over for free to our team. Now, the reason why this is so important is because let's say you have an email database of 500 people. So basically speaking, 65% of people are homeowners in a local area. So if 65% of these people are homeowners and people move on average every 13 years, the math is very clear that from this database of 500 people, there's going to be about 20 listing opportunities happening over the course of the next year. In addition to that, as a listing opportunity, as a side effect, also, of course, people are going to be doing buyer deals to get their next home. In addition to that, there's going to be first-time home buyers, so on and so forth. So that by its own is already going to generate 40 transactions over the course of the next year. Now, in addition to that, we can realistically estimate that about 10% of your database is going to be referring real estate agent over the course of the next year. So in total, conservatively speaking, there's about 40 to 80 transactions happening from the database you have of 500 people over the course of the next year. You just have to be able to tap into it effectively and get as many deals as possible coming in your way as opposed to anybody else's. So let's dive right into tactic number 2, which is going to be the SMS outreach. So the first text message you want to send is, hey, first name, name here. I'm not sure if you're in the real estate market right now, but finding a home can seem tough in this market. Would you like to know how to get advanced notice of hot new listings that match your criteria? Let's go to SMS number 2. In this one, we're going to say, hey, first name, name here. A home in your neighborhood just closed for $35,000 over the asking price. I'm curious, would you like to get an update on what your home could sell for? Let's go to SMS number 3. In this one, we're going to say, hey, first name, name here. Hope you're doing great. The real estate market in neighborhood, whatever neighborhood you're in, is bananas, or you can also add these little star images. I'm curious, would you like to know the current value of your home? And SMS number 4 is going to be, hey, first name, I was in an MLS earlier today, and I just saw that home address, whatever the home address is, close address to them, sold in your neighborhood. Did you see what it sold for? So that's exactly what we do on the text messaging side. And as you know this, it's key that you do these text messages personally. You don't have like a robot or automation going on. It's super key that we make these messages in a way that feels very personal and it's such as that you have sent them yourself. So let's dive right into tactic number 3, and this is going to be a weekly email broadcast. So step number 1 is to record a video once a week answering a common question. Now, what is the most common question real estate agents get? Well, it is how's the market? So that's the week number 1 video topic you want to create. Week number 2 is going to be a common objection. What are some of the common objections? Well, it could be, can I sell the house myself? Or should I use a discount broker? Whatever is the most common objection right now in your market, it could be interest rates, whatever the case may be, create a video around that. Week number 3 is practical how-to, or you can also add in property tour. If you're running a property tour YouTube channel, or if you have some specific how-to when you're selling a house, you can create that video about that. And week number 4 is going to be a client success story. So here essentially you can talk a little bit about the client you have worked with, or if you have video testimonials where you actually review your clients, that's even better. Now, as far as how to record these videos, just pull out your phone and put it on a selfie mode, hit record, and record a quick 3 to 5 minute video. That's all you need to have for this. You don't need to have a video crew. You don't need to have any of those things. Just your phone, selfie mode, hit record, and get these videos done. So step number 2 is to post this video to your Facebook personal profile with a hook in your actual post. So the example of hook could be something like, so the area real estate market took a turn many of you were hoping for. This is an example of one text you can add to the video to the post itself, in addition to the video that's going to be under the actual post. Step number 3 is to take the link of the Facebook post you create and blast out an email to your entire database that takes people to that post. So an email could be, as an example, is the Houston market going to crash? This is the subject line. And then the body itself, hey, name here. There's a lot of talk about the Houston market, if the real estate market is going to crash. Some even say it's a matter of when, not if. So what's going on? I just filmed a quick video where I share with you what the actual data and forecasts say. And you can see that under this video, we have this little image that basically drives people back to the actual video on your Facebook profile. Now here, at the end of the email, you just have click here to watch the short video. People click on it and then have a nice day, whatever your name is. So after this, let's go to tactic number 4, which is Facebook social selling. So step number 1 is to friend everyone from your database, all the past clients, all the people you have ever met. Step number 2, create a Facebook friend list, call it a pipeline, and add everyone who is local and you've ever interacted with in some capacity to this list. So I'll show you here quickly how this works. You go to your Facebook account. Here you want to go to your friends, and here press custom lists. When you go to custom lists, press create list, and here you can add, as an example, homeowners in Alabama, whatever you mark it in, and press confirm. Now you have this list. All you need to do now is just to press add friends. And then from here, we can add whoever you have met to this list itself and then press save. So whoever you meet, all the people you have in that close sphere of influence, just add them to this list. And this is how you'll be able to create that list of yours on Facebook. In addition to that, you can also go to any profile, you can search them up. And in this profile, if you go to this friends section, you'll be able to also press here, add edit friend lists, and then press here, add to the list, and add whatever list you want to add them on. And that's it. That's how you build that list over on Facebook. So after you have created this list, all you need to do now is to leave comments under posts daily. So comment under posts using the HCA formula, which is acknowledge, compliment, ask after you have started seeing this post. As an example, let's say somebody has a post with their dogs, they're walking their dog or they're hugging their dog, right? You could say something like, oh nice, I didn't know you had dogs. I love them, they're so cute. What are their names? What are the names of the dogs, right? That could be a way for you to have that HCA formula implemented. You acknowledge that they had dogs, you complimented the dogs, and then you ask the question, right, what are the names of the dogs? It's very, very simple. So after you have left these comments under posts daily, you can private message this list daily. That's gonna be the step number 4. So first, look at their profile, send them a hello and reference something personal to them. So basically what you wanna do is just look at their Facebook profile, look at the most recent thing you see there, and reference that in your private message you send on Facebook. Say if they recently were eating at a local restaurant, you could say something like, hey, I noticed you were at John's Barbecue, how was the food there? And then they reply back, they send you a message, it was great, definitely worth a visit for steaks. After this, you can use the HCA formula to reply back again to their message. So you could say something like, oh nice, it sounds like I can definitely bring my kids there sometimes as well. They love barbecue as well. I'll definitely count on your taste. Oh, by the way, do you know anybody who's wanting to move in the near future? The area market has shifted recently, so I'm doing free consultations to get folks clear on what their best options are. So this way, again, you can engage that sphere of influence. It's very no pressure. It's very not salesy. But if they do have somebody who's willing to, or interested in moving in the near future, which a lot of the homeowners, as we covered before, have, this is going to allow them to refer that business back to you and get that conversation going. And because you're asking if you know anybody who's wanting to move in the near future, it's not a direct pitch to them, right? You're not going, hey, do you want to move, or hey, do you want to sell your house? So there's really no pressure in terms of them doing a transaction with you. But if they are interested in moving, obviously they'll come back with a message and they'll say, hey, we are actually interested in selling a house, or we are actually interested in buying a house. But the true beauty of this is that you're able to tap into their network, because if you just ask them, right, not that people don't move that often, every 13 years, right? But every person knows a lot of people. Every person knows maybe 100 people, 200 people. If there know a lot of people, right, that's going to allow you again to tap into that network of theirs and generate that referral, which is basically almost the same as actual transaction that's happening directly from here. Let's dive right into tactic number 5, which is going to be your Omnipresence campaign. The Omnipresence campaign is an advanced social media follow-up and lead nurturing strategy and a campaign that nurtures and converts your database and all of your new leads into opportunities automatically. So imagine the same exact thing, but at massive scale. Now, it integrates strategic marketing psychology and neuromarketing principles with tactical digital marketing targeting to ensure optimal content delivery at specific frequencies to those exact potential clients and to your database, making you the predominant choice when they're actually hiring a real estate agent for that exact target audience. So to learn more about this strategy and how this works and how you can do this at a massive scale, watch the video here on the screen next.